Hello, hello. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and share screen. Let's see. All right, let's see. We've got Ashanti, Christine, and Cheyenne. Nice to see everybody. You guys can text me in a like an IM screen. Let me turn everybody's mic off here for a moment. There you go. Can everybody hear me? Let's go ahead. I've turned your mic off, so if you have a microphone, you can speak, and if not, there we go. Let's see who the chat's coming in. Okay, great. All right, no problem. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. All right, then I will mute you guys since you probably don't have microphones. All right. Well, welcome to our last live meeting of the term. This is week 5, and it's taken us a little bit of time to get here because obviously we had a holiday. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a great New Year's. We had Hanukkah, we had Kwanzaa, we had all kinds of things that went on in the last couple of weeks. And we had that kind of weird timing on our break this year where it started actually after Christmas. So those few days before the holiday, I know it was really kind of hard for everyone to get, to be trying to figure out how to get to a live chat and everything else that was going on. So I kind of left that alone and just gave you all credit and hope that you had a great holiday season. Now we are back to just a couple of days left in our week, and you have 2 discussion boards and you have a final exam. And the final exam is in 2 different parts. Let's see, who is SGH? Let's see who that is. If you could text me, I am me here, and let me know who you are so I can give you credit. I know that we have Ashanti and Christine and Cheyenne. If you let me know who you are, then I can give you credit. All right. Let's see. We'll get the chat going here. All right. So 2 discussion boards and a final exam. And the final exam has 2 different parts. So let's take a look at your 2 last discussion boards. The average age of Cadillac owners across the various models was 63 until the Escalade was introduced into the market. The Cadillac Escalade had an immediate appeal to affluent rappers, professional athletes, and a variety of young, wealthy entertainers. What is the business strategy lesson here? So think about what they were trying to do. What was the leadership of Cadillac trying to do when they create a car or an SUV that is really popular with people who have influence over the younger generation? Well, my guess would be that they were trying to lure some younger people into the Cadillac family. So the question is, what is that business strategy for Cadillac? So 250 words. Make sure that you're answering that. I see 4, 5, 6, 7 of you. Just about everybody has chimed in already. If you have not made your comments, please make sure that you're going in and doing that. Let's see. She wanted to own one. We've got Mindy says she wanted to own one as well. Adults 40 plus range, driving them. You can't remember if Cadillac came out with the model first, then shortly Lincoln came out with a Navigator. It's same idea. Lincoln and Cadillacs both had the reputation of being for older people, right? And hi, Allison. How are you? It's nice to see you. Hope you had a great holiday. And SGH, I still don't know who SGH is. So if you can let me know who you are. Send me a message through the IM so I know to give you credit for having been here. All right, so most of you have chimed in. Let's see if I've got okay. Oh, it is. Okay. Allison, I didn't know that it is you. Okay, great. So looks like you're in here twice. Okay, if you want to make sure that you do that first question, and then let's go and look at the second one for the week. The second discussion question is: suppose you aspire to become a senior executive of a large company. How would working as an office supervisor, production supervisor, or manager in a fast food restaurant help you achieve your goal? I think you want to think about the transferable skills that you can pick up in the different jobs that you may have along the way. I know sometimes, I'll hear people say, well, I was only this or I only did that. I will tell you that, having just turned 49 a couple of days ago and kind of being in the middle part of my career, I look back to some of the jobs that I had when I first started working. And they didn't seem very consequential. They didn't seem like things that were going to help me along the way down the road. But I look back now and I see how many transferable skills I got from those first few jobs that I had, even back in high school. I learned how to be on time. I learned how to be accountable. I learned how to be responsible. I learned how to, work and respond to supervisors, to get along with others in a working atmosphere. And all of those things are things that are helpful to you as you move through your career. So even if you want to be a senior executive of a large company, supervising an office, supervising production, if you can supervise production, that means that you can organize. You're a pretty organized person. A manager in a fast food restaurant. Think about how much stress there is on fast food. What's the idea behind fast food? Well, it's supposed to be quick, right? Somebody's not supposed to be standing around 15 minutes waiting on their fast food. So what kind of skills do you learn having to work under pressure? What kind of skills do you learn working in an office, working with different personalities and people who are working for different reasons? You learn how to get things done. So think about all of the different skills that you are picking up in the jobs that you had when you were young and as you're moving through your career, and look at these items and then talk about how each one of those could help you to get to your goal of being the manager of a large business. Okay, the final exam, I think you guys are used to seeing the final exam being two different parts. This is due by Sunday. It is one attempt here. Part one is the more objective part where you are going to be asked questions. Everybody gets the same questions. They're probably in different order, but you are answering these objective questions. That means that, there is one best answer. Now, when you look at part two of the exam is an essay. They're short essays. Now, by short, we say about 150 words or so per answer. So you've got 10 that you need to answer. So that is about 1,500 words. What I would suggest, unlike the other one, which you have to start and finish in one attempt, this is one that you guys see all 10 questions, and you have from now until the end of Sunday to get this done. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you've got 4. If you did 2 a day, you would be close to getting them done by Sunday afternoon. So I think it wouldn't be such a bad idea for you to tackle a few at a time. If you do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you do 3 apiece and only have 1 to do on Sunday if you wanted to do it that way. You should be researching these. See what it says here. A sentence or two isn't going to result in any points. If you're out and you're doing research and you need references, you need to make sure that you are citing your references. The questions that you're being asked are the types of questions that need to be referenced. So you want to make sure that you are citing your references, getting those done. Okay, so this is the part of the exam that some people will do 3 or 4 or 5 of the questions, and then you get kind of tired. You run out of time. Don't wait until the last minute. You're not going to be doing yourself a favor if you wait until the last minute. Start them now and try to get as many done, before Sunday, because I don't want you to have to spend your whole weekend researching and getting these done. Does anybody have any questions about these? You can text me up in the chat pod. Any questions that anybody has? Let's see. I know you want research and references done on the work that we're citing for the final. Do you want an APA format such as cover page with headings and page numbering and then number bulleted for each question? Or do we not need a separate page and cover page and reference page? Okay, good questions, Christine. If I were you, I think you should put a cover page on it. And then I would make sure that you number the questions. I've had people that, I get like this one huge paragraph and they all run together. And I'm trying to figure out where one question starts and one ends. So if you would, please number the questions. And at the end of each question, that's where you should put your references. It says this should be APA formatted, so please double space your answers. It does make it much easier for us to read double spaced than it does single spaced, especially on the computer, without printing everything out. So if you would double space, if you would number each one. Some people retype the question. That's great too if you'd like to do that, but I'm not going to force you to do that. And like I said, if you put your references at the end of each question, then I can see what your sources were. That's better than putting them all at the very end. Okay? Any other questions that we have about the final exam? Yes, no, maybe? Thank you. Okay. Thanks for the clarification, Christine said. No problem. Anybody else? The chat pod is open. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask. All right. What have you guys thought about leadership class? I think these classes this time of the year, they get a little bit disjointed. It's kind of like we had 3 normal weeks and then a kind of normal week, but not really because we threw Christmas in there. Then you had a break week, and now we're finishing it up. So I think it kind of feels like the term dragged on, but it didn't really, because we're still, we had a couple of weeks of crazy holidays in there. Okay, and no questions? All right, well, if nobody has any questions, then I will go ahead. We just needed a few minutes tonight to make sure that everyone is on the same page. Remember, this is all due for Sunday. I've gone in, I've been grading the late work that some of you got in along the way. I think I'm pretty well caught up with that. If you have anything else that you owe me, Sunday is the last day. The term ends on Sunday, the classes will close, and then we are into final grading very quickly. So if you have any questions, make sure you are emailing me, letting me know, and I will be happy to get those answered for you. Otherwise, It has been a great term, and we will look forward to seeing you hopefully in another class here pretty soon, before you know it. Let me be a better lead. Okay, good. Christine, I sent you a message today. I saw something yesterday, Allison. I was just on the classroom. I didn't see it. I'll take a look. How to handle situations, be a better leader. Yes, Cheyenne, it has been a good term. Christine has enjoyed the class. Excellent. Great. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and log out of here and get this posted. Hold on. Let's see. Allison, let me go back. When I go back into my courses here, and when I go to the home, I don't see where it's. This is usually where I see your messages. Right here, it will show up if there are any messages. So I don't know. Live session 3 and writing. Okay. No, I don't. Did you send it maybe through the email system rather than through the classroom email? Okay. Well, I don't see, like I said, this is normally where I see the messages there. I'll go ahead and look at my regular email too and see if there's something there. But this is the spot for the campus. Okay. Well, if I don't have anything, guys, if you don't, I'm going to go out right now and take a look. If you don't get a response from me through the regular email system, then send it again because it doesn't seem to be here in the classroom. Okay? But I'm going to go look at my other email system right now and see if it happens to be there. Okay, guys, it's been a pleasure. Work diligently to get all of your tasks in for the last week, and we'll get everything graded up, and you'll be ready for another new term. Okay, take care, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.